Hello and welcome back. So, in the last session, we learned about how we, the women, have this superwoman syndrome at times. At times, we become this undercover performer, and at times, we get into a guilt trip where we keep explaining everything, right? So, today, we are going to get some insights about self awareness. So, how to have a lot of self awareness so that we can save ourselves from these things. Okay, so here I go. I'll share my screen with you. We, the woman, made with emotions. This is so true. So, our base as women is emotions, right, guys? Now, what is an emotion? Now, I summarize emotion as energy in motion. Every emotion carries some energy, right? And that energy cannot be destroyed, it has to be manifested in some way or the other. And hence, we need to really channelize our emotions in a nice and a positive way, because we may get victim to a lot of overburdening or overwhelming emotions at times. Right? So we need to first bring the awareness towards those emotions and then harness those emotions or the energy. Yes. So that's why I said today we will do a lot of self awareness and decluttering activities that will help you really become aware of yourself and your emotions, as well as many other things that we'll talk about. So let's continue. Yeah. So, why is emotional self awareness important for us, the women? Because we are blessed with greater emotional abilities. Why? Because we can empathize well with people, we can empathize better, we can easily make connections or relationships. For an example, if you would see in a crowded metro, women are the ones who would make groups faster. In a team, if you see, girls are or women are the ones who would make companionships faster, because that's one thing that's inbuilt in us. Yes. So if we keep polishing these skills of emotional self awareness and self regulation, we can build even better relations, because that's the most important in today's 21st century. We become ease with ourselves and with people. We can articulate better, because like I had said, sometimes it's very challenging for us to articulate our needs. And we also may acquire leadership position. So as per a research, women in leadership position is lesser as compared to men, and there can be many different reasons for the same. Let's not get into those reasons, but let's see how we can really polish ourselves in a self-awareness and self-regulation direction. All right, moving forward, I want to give you a very interesting activity for which you will need a book and a pen. Please pick up your diaries and a pen and write down what typical everyday issues upset, annoy, or unsettle you. So, in a whole day's activities that you perform for work and at home together, what irritates, upsets, or annoys you or unsettles you? That's something you will write on one page, one side of the page, and on the other side, you will write the opposite, which is what makes you happy and eager in a whole day. Yes, so if you take your yesterday's day, you can relate to it and then write down certain things in the first page and the opposite on the next page about what makes you happy. Now, once you've done that, we move on to the next. You see 4 adjectives here: angry, glad, agitated, afraid. Now, whatever you have written on the first page for what makes you upset, annoys you, or unsettles you, you need to divide them into these 3 categories of being angry, agitated, or afraid. which means what makes you really mad and angry, you need to really put it under, or you can write angry in front of it, those activities. Whatever makes you very sad or confused, you can put agitated next to it. And whatever makes you insecure or makes you very anxious about the future, you can write afraid right next to it. Once you've done this much, go to your other side of the page where you've written all these things that makes you happy and eager. Okay. Now those are the different activities that make you glad. So it could be happy, excited, or any other emotion that is connected with the happiness. Yeah. Now do the entire calculation and see which feeling out of these four occupies most of your time. So which is the heaviest? I'll tell you why. Now, if you see a child, as a child, we have all these emotions. So I call them sad, which is agitated, angry, um, which is, yes, angry, glad, and afraid. If you see a child gets angry when it is hungry for a very long time, or it can be any other reason, a small child who's just born may also get sad when it doesn't see its mother or anybody known. It would also get glad to see its parents or milk or whatever makes it happy. And it will get afraid of so many things because everything is so new to it, right? So these feelings are there within us from the very first day of our birth.